All right, in today's lesson, we're going to be graphing some more quadratic functions in intercept form. So remember, the first thing that we want to do when we graph these is look and see what our intercepts are. And that's going to be what number minus 5 is 0? Well, that's positive 5. So one of our intercepts is 5, 5 comma 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other one is going to be negative 1 comma 0 because negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Now, to get our axis of symmetry, we're going to add the two x-intercepts and then divide by 2. So 5 plus negative 1 divided by 2 is 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So x equals 2. Oops, 2. So that's our axis of symmetry, so there's 2. You can also think of it as halfway between the two x-intercepts. You see it's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 from the x-intercepts. Now to find the vertex, we got to take that x equals 2 and substitute it in. So y equals negative, then 2 minus 5 times 2 plus 1. So let's open up our calculator for this. So negative, and then we have 2 minus 5, and 2 plus 1, and we get 9. So our vertex is 2 comma 9. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our graph will look like this. Now the y-intercept again occurs when x is equal to 0. So we did it in the past as f of 0. So f of 0 is negative, and then 0 minus 5 times 0 plus 1, and that's going to be, I think, 5. So our y-intercept is 0 comma 5. So I know we didn't use it to graph this one, but we just were asked to find it, so we went ahead and were able to figure it out. Domain, always negative infinity comma infinity. Range, our graph is going down, so our range is going to be negative infinity comma the y-coordinate of the vertex, which is 9. And behavior, both ends are going down, so as x approaches negative infinity, y approaches negative infinity, and as x approaches positive infinity, y approaches negative infinity as well. Then RST, our transformations, we do have a negative in front, so we do have a reflection over the x-axis. Right, for our shrink or stretch, there's no number in front, so it's invisible 1, so there's no shrink or stretch. For our translation, we're going to use the vertex. That's a positive 2, so it's right 2 and up 9. So that would be your transformations. All right, this next one is a little bit interesting because we only see one parenthesis. So this one shouldn't be too bad. What number minus 2 is 0? That's 2. So we have 2 comma 0. But right here, there's no parenthesis, but there's an x. When that happens, then our intercept is 0 comma 0. Because 3 times what number gives you 0? That's 0. If it was just a 3, then it doesn't do anything, but because it's 3x, we have an intercept at 0, 0. So we're going to plot 0, 0, and 2 comma 0, our axis of symmetry, x equals 2 plus 0 divided by 2, which is 2 divided by 2, or 1. So I'm going to draw. Now to find the vertex, I'm going to take that axis symmetry and substitute in 1. So 3 times 1 times 1 minus 2. So 3 times 1 is 1 minus 2. And we get negative 3. So our vertex is 1 comma negative 3. Y-intercept, well, the y-intercept is the same as one of the x-intercepts because our x value is 0. So 0 comma 0. Domain, negative infinity comma infinity. Range. Our y values are going up. Both sides are pointed up, so our range is going to be the y coordinate of the vertex comma infinity. Then our end behavior, both ends are going up, so as x approaches negative infinity, y approaches positive infinity. As x approaches positive infinity, y approaches positive infinity as well. And then our transformations, that's the RST. There's no negative in front, so that means there is, for reflections, none. Whoops. Shrink or stretch, there's a 3 in front, so that means there's a vertical stretch. And then our translation, we are going to go right 1 and down 3. So this one was a little bit different because of that 3x in front. All right, so example 3, you could think of it as this, y equals x plus 3 times x plus 3, and then you have two x-intercepts at negative 3 comma 0. But you could also think of it as vertex form, where your k value is 0. Well, if your k value is 0, then that means there's no shift up or down. So we're going to kind of look at both of them here. We know our x-intercepts from intercept form have to be, there's only one of them, negative 3 comma 0. But because this is also in vertex form, we know the vertex is negative 3 comma 0 as well. And our axis of symmetry is x equals negative 3. So let's go over and plot that. So we have negative 3 comma 0. Now we need another point. So let's find our y-intercept like we did in vertex form. So f of 0 is 0 plus 3 squared, which is equal to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we count to the axis of symmetry. 1, 2, 3 units. So 1, 2, 3 units here. And then we can draw our parabola. Our domain is going to be negative infinity comma infinity. Range, both ends are going up, so our range is going to be 0 comma positive infinity. And behavior, both ends are going up. So as x approaches negative infinity, y approaches positive infinity. As x approaches positive infinity, y approaches positive infinity. So both ends are going to positive infinity. Our ST for transformations, there's nothing in front, no negative and no number. So that means there's no or none for reflection, none for shrink and stretch. In translation is just to the left 3. Left 3. So that's how this one would look. Now, our last two examples, it says write an equation of a parabola that opens down, so that means A is not negative, and goes through the points. Oh, here's our two x-intercepts. So it's going to be y equals, we need a negative a value, so maybe negative 3. Then if one of the intercepts is negative 6, it needs to be x plus 6, the opposite. And if positive 2 comma 0 is another x-intercept, it needs to be x minus 2. So that would be our final answer. Then number 7, find the x and y intercepts for the given equation. So x-intercepts, be careful. So you say, oh, okay, what makes that 0? X equals negative 5. Yep, so negative 5 comma 0. But be careful on the next parenthesis. You can't just say positive 4 because it's the opposite of negative 4 because it's 2x. If I do 2 times 4 minus 4, that doesn't give me 0. So 2x minus 4 equals 0. Add 4 to both sides. 2x equals 4. And then we divide by 2. X is equal to 2. So our other x-intercept is 2 comma 0. Now for the y-intercept, that is f of 0. So we do 0 plus 5 squared times 2 times 0 minus 4. Sorry, not squared. 0 plus 5 times 2 times 0 plus 5. So this is going to be 5 times 2 times 0 is 0 minus 4 is negative 4. And then we get negative 20. So our y-intercept is 0 comma negative 20. All right, so that's it for the video. This is kind of just some more practice. So if you need to go back and rewatch something, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can start working on your assignment. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe.